I don't know how to say this. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I'm 30. I work from home as a software developer. My wife, Emily, is 28. She's gorgeous. She does hair and makeup, mostly for brides, and she's really good at it. Over the past few years, her career blew up. A big reason for that is John. He owns a well-known wedding venue. He's been a huge help to her. Thanks to him, she got steady gigs, shoots, ads, even some small modeling jobs. Sometimes she modeled herself. John's in his 40s, married with 3 kids. His wife looks good, especially for a mom of 3. Still, my wife is younger and, honestly, much hotter. Our marriage? I thought it was great. We've been together since high school. We're best friends. We go on dates, have a fun bed life, and she's always been kind and loving. I never once doubted her. Until last week. I was working when I heard a notification on her laptop. She left it unlocked when she went to the gym. I glanced and saw an email from John. It caught my eye, so I opened it. It wasn't romantic or dirty, just details, a time, a place, and a comment about keeping it quiet. But the last line hit me like a truck. "You're incredible. I can't stop thinking about last night." I froze. Last night? She came home late, said it was a long shoot. We had dinner. It felt normal. I dug deeper. Most of their emails were boring work talk. But here and there, John would drop things like, "You look stunning." Emily replied, "Thanks," and stayed cool. No talk of love, nothing too obvious. But I could tell. Then I saw one about a hotel. Same place as usual. I felt sick. I panicked. Spent hours online reading about cheating. I ticked off the signs. Her hours got weird lately. She dressed up more, bought new underwear, even when she said she was just out running errands. She groomed more, which I thought was for me. She came home late often, blaming shoots or brides. Yet she wasn't cold. She was warmer, more Zex, more date nights, more I love yous. That's what hurts the most. I didn't feel like I was losing her. I felt like I was closer to her. A few days later, I cleaned the house but was really snooping. I found a small box hidden in her makeup drawer. Inside was a simple but pricey necklace. I hadn't bought it. Later, I asked, "Hey, where'd that necklace come from?" She shrugged. "Oh, a client gave it to me." It made sense. Her clients are loaded. Still, I couldn't shake it. I noticed other things too. New clothes, new underwear, subtle changes. All innocent alone, but together, they screamed at me. I started saving all her messages on my computer. I've read them over and over. It goes back a year, right when her business blew up. But here's the thing. I don't think she loves John. From what I've read, he's into her. She stays distant. No "I miss you" or "I love you." Just plans, flirty lines, and thanks. Once she even joked, "Tell that to your wife." But that doesn't matter. She's still cheating. She's lying. I don't know how to face that. I haven't told her I know. I don't even know how to start. Part of me says I need more proof. Maybe I'm just stalling. All I know is the woman I love is probably screwing another guy. If I ask her, she'll just lie, right? I could confront her, but then she'll know I'm onto her. I looked it up. We live in an at-fault state, no kids. If I prove she cheated, she won't get spousal support. But what if she lies about me? Says I was awful or worse just to spin it to our families? I mean, I don't think she would. But then again, I didn't think she'd cheat either. Update. Her phone is locked and I don't know the code. She's careful about locking her computer too. It was pure luck I caught that email before. I knew I'd need proof. None of what I did next was my own idea. I spent hours on Reddit and forums. I bought cameras that look like smoke detectors. I told Emily our insurance would drop if we added detectors in every room. She bought it. I also left a book lying around called How to Be a Great Husband. She saw it and looked uneasy. Then I got a GPS tracker, a voice recorder, and some Velcro to stick it under her driver's seat. The tracker needed a subscription, but I figured I wouldn't need it long. This all built up slowly from when I first got suspicious. A few days ago, on January 20th, I finally had it all set up. I tested the recorder by hiding it on the table and sat her down. I said, "Hey, I'm trying to work on myself as a husband. Can I ask you some serious stuff? Just honest answers." She nodded. "Have I ever misused you?" She shook her head. "No, of course not." "Have I ever cheated on you?" She paused, then said, "No." "Is there anything I could do better?" She sighed. "I wish we made love more. It's been less lately." I got suspicious, but I still tried a few times after just to keep her from catching on. My heart wasn't in it. I think she noticed. I asked all this to cover myself, so she can't later claim I misused or cheated on her. I don't think she would, but I didn't think she'd cheat either. The recorder got it all. I backed it up. I even taped over the display so it wouldn't glow under her seat. I made sure it stayed quiet by plugging in cut-up earbuds. All tricks I learned online. Now, back to Christmas. We spent Christmas Eve and day with her family. Her sister, brother-in-law, their kid, and her parents were all there. We were at her parents' house, an hour away. On Christmas Eve, someone dropped off a gift bag for Emily. I didn't see who. Her mom said it was some teen. The tag said, "To Emily, from Santa." At first, she thought it was from me. I said, "It's not." Inside was a gold bracelet. Her mom and sister loved it. When they asked about it, Emily said, "It's probably from a bridal party. I gave them a discount last minute, and they said I'd get a bonus." Right, because brides sign gifts from Santa. I nodded anyway. My in-laws followed my lead, but I knew it was from John, and Emily must think I'm an idiot. I was boiling. I left the room to cool off. Later, I saw her outside on her phone, waving her arms, clearly upset. I figured she was ripping John a new one for nearly blowing their secret. New Year's wasn't better. She had weddings on the 28th and 4th. Every time her phone buzzed, I wondered if it was him. On New Year's Eve, she got more texts than usual. She looked annoyed. I asked, "What's up?" She said, "Bridezilla, the one getting married on the 4th. That night, she told me she needed to meet with Bridezilla. "I'll be back for the countdown," she promised. She came home at 1:30 a.m., crying hard. She locked herself in the bathroom. When she came out, I said, "Calm down, what's wrong?" "I'm so sorry," she sobbed. "Why? What for?" "For missing the countdown." I told her, "You're acting like it's more than that." She swore it wasn't. She grabbed my face and said, "I love you." I asked, "Anything you want to tell me?" She said no. Then I asked straight up, "Did you cheat on me?" She swore over and over, "No." Said she was just upset about missing midnight because it's our tradition to kiss when the year changes. I gave her every chance to tell the truth. She still lied. Since then, I finished setting up the cameras and tracker. Now I'm just waiting to catch it for real and start talking to lawyers. I need rock-solid proof. My family loves her like their own. Her family thinks she's perfect. If she tells them I was abusive or a cheater, they'll believe it. My family would stand by me, but they'd still want answers first. And the worst part is, I wouldn't blame them. Update. I checked the voice-activated recordings from Emily's car and I got some info. There was the usual business and personal calls and some Taylor Swift sing-alongs. The first call of note was with John. Apparently, she hadn't talked to him since New Year's Eve. She was angry with him for sending the gift at Christmas and for keeping her late on New Year's Eve. John was cocky as hell, like he had it all figured out. That is, until Emily dropped the bomb. I told him I asked if I was cheating on him. "On New Year's," she said, voice low. That wiped the smirk clean off John's face. He leaned forward. "Wait, did he say my name?" She shook her head. "No." John exhaled, relief flashing across his face. "Then you're still working him. We're good. As long as you played it right." "I did," she said, almost defensively. He didn't even thank her, just went straight to, "You want to meet up?" That's when her voice cracked, tears already forming. "This isn't fun anymore, John. I'm done. I'm not about to blow up my marriage over this crap." "Too late, sweetheart." John's whole vibe switched, less smooth, more desperate. "Just keep feeding him bullshit," he snapped. "We can't have this blowing up." It wasn't about love. He was scared of his wife finding out. "Oh, don't worry, buddy. She will." Then he got colder. "Don't call me on this number again. We'll talk when I see you, and make sure you wiped everything. Phone, laptop, all of it." "I already did," she said quietly, wiping her face. Her next call was to Bev, her best friend. Bev knows about the affair. Emily was crying, saying she thinks I'm starting to catch on. Bev told her to keep lying, but also said she should probably end it, since if I find out, I'll divorce her for sure. Bev's right about that. Emily said she's trying to end it with John. I used to think of Bev as a mutual friend. I've met her husband. We've all done couples nights. He's getting a message from me soon, with Bev's take on cheating and a link to that call. I'll check with my lawyer first. Here's where I need some opinions. How would you feel if your spouse's best friend was coaching them to lie about cheating? Should I be angry at her, too? I asked around online, and thanks to Reddit advice, I met with the 3 best family lawyers in town. Paid for real consultations, not cheap. What Reddit didn't mention is the good ones don't do free consults. I spent $1,600 total. I'm not broke, but I'm careful. We've got savings, but I'm not touching them yet. Emily's business is booming, but she's always been, what's mine is mine, what's yours is ours. I didn't care much until now. I make six figures as a senior developer and we don't pay rent. My dad moved to Florida after my mom passed and lets us stay in his house, fully paid off. Now my dad is taking out a HELOC on the house to help me cover the attorney fees. Plan is for me to refinance it under my name after the divorce. I'll make payments directly to him. For now, I'm using a credit card I got just for this. My credit's probably toast after this. I gave my lawyer the recordings. She said they're solid. I told her Emily claims she's ending it with John and mentioned some card John gave her. The lawyer told me, if you find it, take a picture. It's legal. It's shared marital property. She's going to subpoena the statements. I asked, is it legal to snoop like that? She said, totally. It's your house too. As for Emily actually ending it, my lawyer said, don't bet on it. She also told me what you guys have. Hire a PI. She even gave me a name. I said, I already have plenty of proof. She replied, courts like proof from PIs. They know how to make it stick. It makes it harder for her lawyer to fight back. And if we subpoena John, he's in deep too. She even said John might pay for Emily's lawyer, which would be dumb, but not unlikely since he seems to be paying for everything else. I'm meeting the PI on Monday. Meanwhile, Emily is love-bombing me, telling me how amazing I am, how lucky she is, even bringing up having kids before she turns 30. Not with me, she's not. She's planning a big romantic trip, says she'll pay for it herself, probably with John's card. I want to lose it. I want to scream. Tell her I'd rather slam my junk in a car door than go. But I have to play it cool, for now. I hate this. I want to hold her. I want to kiss her. I want to believe this could all go away. But I keep thinking about where her mouth has been. 9 months. I've been second to John for 9 months. And yet, she says she loves me. I love her. I hate her. I'm a walking mess. My lawyer said, you need counseling. She's right, I will. I have to. I want to run away from Emily and run to her at the same time. Am I crazy? Does that sound stupid? Update. Turns out, in my state, you can't record someone unless you're part of the talk. So, the calls between Emily and Bev and Emily and John are illegal. I broke the law. But since I only shared them with my lawyer, I'm safe. I just have to delete them. The emails I copied are still fair game, so we still have strong proof. At least I know for sure now. On my lawyer's advice, I hired a PI. I gave him the GPS tracker info, but he said he'd rather follow John than Emily. He explained, John seems more into your wife than she is into him. He'll make the moves. I didn't get it at first, but it made sense after he broke it down. Needy guys scare women off. Same goes for mistresses who act desperate. So I trusted him. Following my lawyer's advice, I stopped sleeping with Emily. I told her I was stressed over possible layoffs. She seemed annoyed, not sad, just frustrated. Living with her now is hell. I'm acting like nothing's wrong. I get the same fake smiles John does. Actually, I guess he got better for a while. But hey, I still get the I love you echoing through the liar's mouth. What a treat. It used to mean everything. Now, I hate hearing it. I hate that I hate her. I still want to love her. My therapist calls it ambivalence. I call it wanting to puke. Valentine's Day, the PI caught John dropping off flowers and a gift at Emily's salon. Emily dumped it all, still wrapped, straight into a shared dumpster. The PI grabbed them. It was lingerie and roses, notes in both, full-on love letters. Later that day, Emily met John in a hotel parking lot. The PI said they argued for about 45 minutes. John kept touching her, but she kept pushing him off. It wasn't sexual, but their body language was all a judge would need. They've got history. That night, Emily called me, said, I love you. But her voice was weird, like she was testing the waters. My lawyer told me, get pictures of her appointment book. Emily's old school. She writes everything down. Sure enough, John's name popped up all over. I used to think they were business meetings. Emily always said John was mentoring her. Yeah, right. I also found a Mont Blanc pen in her purse. I didn't buy it, and she's always used cheap pens. Another gift, no doubt. That night, she worked late with Valentine clients. Came home, tired, half-assed, tried to initiate, but I just took care of her. Not for her. For me. I wanted to feel like a good husband. I wanted to prove to myself I'm not someone you cheat on. Is that sad? Am I doing the pick-me thing? Maybe. I don't even know if I want her to pick me. Maybe I just want to make it hurt more when I finally leave. Or maybe I know I'll miss these little moments when it's all over, the good news. The parking lot meetup and Valentine's gift sealed the deal. We've got enough to serve her. The PI is also a process server, so it'll be private and fast. Looking back, maybe I screwed up confronting her on New Year's Eve. She knows. Something's up. She keeps staring at me, keeps asking if we're okay since I've stopped sleeping with her. I lie, but I'm no actor. The betrayal is all I can think about. I can't just get over it. And it's not even about love. She may not even love John. It's about the fact that she slept with him, then kissed me with the same mouth for months. How could I ever go back to that? I'd either hate myself or hate her. Probably both. What kind of life would that even be? Chaining her down until she resents me? Or becoming some dead-inside husband who says, "Yes, dear," while dying inside every time she walks out the door? No thanks. I love the version of her I thought was real too much to live like that. That's why I'm leaving after she's served. The PI will serve her and I'll be gone before she recovers. No drama, just a short note, my wedding ring, and my lawyer's card. Clean. I even thought about writing something stupid like rich sugar daddies, yes, X, no. My therapist says I use jokes to cope. She's probably right. I'll likely just write, "I know, bye." I know her. She'll beg. She'll cry. She'll say it was a mistake. She'll talk about our memories, our families, everything we built. She'll dress up, try to look perfect, pull every card. I'll want to cave. That's why I have to disappear. Not because I'm strong, because I'm weak. Honestly, it might have hurt less if she actually loved him. At least then I'd have an answer, but she still wants me. She just broke us anyway. Update. Emily is getting served tomorrow morning at her salon. Fridays and Saturdays are busy for her, so she opens early. The PI will meet me later at my hotel to show me the body cam footage. He asked if I wanted to see it. I said yes. Not sure why. I guess I just need to. I'm staying at a cheap extended stay hotel for now. In a few weeks, I'll move into a house my dad's friend is fixing up for Airbnb. It won't be fully done, but livable. I'll help finish it after work and on weekends. The free time will help keep my mind busy. I left Emily. We filed all the papers, divorce, summons, orders, everything. The PI served her while wearing a body cam, and I got to watch it later. The footage showed him walking up to Emily at her station, chatting with her co-workers. He handed her an envelope. He said, "I have legal papers for you. You've been served." She just froze, staring at him. He explained, "This is for a divorce. Look them over and call a lawyer." She refused to take them, so he dropped them at her feet. "You're still served," he said. "Have a good day." Then he walked out. She did not have a good day. You could hear her gasping, What's this?" on the footage. Honestly, I don't know how she was so shocked. While the PI was heading to serve her, I called her dad. I couldn't bring myself to talk to her mom, who I've leaned on a lot since my own mom died. I told her dad, "Emily cheated. I filed for divorce. I'll email you the proof. She's being served today. Please go to the house and be there for her." He just said, "I hope you two can work this out. It'd be a shame to split the family." Then her mom grabbed the phone and asked, "Is this true?" I told her about the cheating and said the proof would be in their email. She started crying and apologizing to me. First person to say sorry since this all started. It broke me. I started tearing up and could barely say, "I have to go," before hanging up while she was still on the line. I'd already packed my laptops and most of my stuff into 2 big suitcases. My lawyer told me to take down the cameras in the bathrooms and bedrooms, but leave the others since my dad owns the house. So I packed the private ones too. My lawyer sent the subpoena to John's credit card company on Monday. After I filed, I wrote an email to Emily's family, a few close friends, and Bev's husband. It said, "I never thought I'd write this. But after all that's happened, I don't see another way. I want you to hear this from me. Emily has been cheating on me with a man named John. I have emails, bank records, and an investigation proving it. We all know that Santa bracelet wasn't from a client. A client wouldn't know her parents' address or sign it like that. I know this is hard to hear. It's even harder for me to write. But I don't want anyone blindsided later. I've attached proof to this email. I'm not asking you to pick sides. I still love Emily, but she broke our marriage beyond repair. I have to move on. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, Bev's husband, thank you for being like family to me. I will miss you all." I sent a similar email to John's wife and gave her my lawyer's contact if she wanted to see the proof herself. Then I texted everyone, except John's wife, I don't have her number, telling them to check their emails. After that, I blocked Emily's family. In the email, I added a photo of John and Emily kissing in that hotel parking lot, and another showing the card John gave her on Valentine's Day. Clear as day what it was about. I also attached a clip of Emily saying I never misused or cheated on her, just to kill any lies before they started. I sent Bev's husband a text. Hey, his name. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you need to know. Emily didn't cheat alone. Bev knew. She helped cover it up, made excuses for it, and talked Emily through the guilt. I have proof. I'm not asking you to take my word for it, but I think you should ask Bev some direct questions. Watch how she answers. I'm sorry, man. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but I couldn't stay quiet. Believe me or don't. Either way, I know I did the right thing. I left everything on the kitchen counter, where I knew she'd see it. My wedding ring, a printed photo of her and John, full on kissing like teenagers right there in some crappy hotel parking lot. My lawyer's card, and the note. It read, "Hope screwing around with John was worth blowing up our marriage. We're getting divorced. If you got questions or want to sort out the paperwork, call my lawyer. If not, go get yourself one and let's just get this crap over with. If you've got even a scrap of decency left, make this easy on me. Give me the smoothest, cleanest, most generous divorce you can. I loved you. God knows I could have forgiven damn near anything, but not this, not betrayal like that. I would have loved you till the day I died." On my way out, I got a call from Emily, which I ignored. I put my phone on silent and dropped by the bank. I took out half our money from the various accounts. Checking, emergency, vacation fund. I had already frozen my credit. When I got to the hotel, I canceled our shared credit cards. I made arrangements to freeze our joint investment accounts so she couldn't withdraw money from them. They're in my name, so after all that, she texted me. I left her on read. My lawyer's advice, if she admits to anything over text, it's ammo. I'm only bothering to answer here because it's kind of therapeutic. Also, yeah, I'm purposely messing with the spelling and wording of her texts because, frankly, I'm paranoid. Here's the highlight reel of the past 12 hours. WTF is this? You're divorcing me? Pick up the damn phone. We need to talk now. Nah, I've already maxed out my lifetime quota for gaslighting. I'm good. Next came the spam, calls, texts, more calls, same old pass. Then I'm guessing she got home, saw the ring, the photo, the note, and the lawyer's card, and realized the game was up. Shifted gears fast. I don't know what you think you know, but I can explain, okay? It's not what it looks like. Oh yeah, totally. I'm just some brain-dead fool, right? Go ahead, tell me it's not what I think. Spoiler, it is. Divorce? Baby. We love each other. We're supposed to work through things. Mistake. Oops. My hoo-ha accidentally landed on John's junk for like a year. Silly me. Sure, just a whoopsie-daisy. My bad for not understanding. Look, I know I screwed up, but don't do this. Don't just leave. And ding, there it is. Confirmation. Forwarded to my lawyer with a little bow on it. I never stopped loving you. I never even loved him. Gift number 2, straight into the evidence folder. Then she switched it up. You're blowing this out of proportion. You're acting like I never loved you or like I wasn't trying to fix things. You wouldn't let me. Right. So now it's my fault. Classic. Let me just hop in my time machine real quick and help you not blow John behind the red roof in. Are you just gonna ghost me? Me, your wife? Magic 8 Ball says, absolutely. Then her parents showed up. What the hell did you do? You had no right to drag my family into this. Are you trying to humiliate me? Ruin me? Do you hate me now? Little bit, yeah. Not gonna lie. Calls, texts, voicemails, all ignored. How could you? Turning my own family against me? Nah, sweetheart. They're just seeing you without the smoke and mirrors for once. I told you I never loved him. Never. Guess what? No one gives a damn. Least of all, John. I know you love me. I love you. We can fix this. Just tell me how. I'll do anything. Right. Let me give you a quick DIY. Step 1. Go back in time and don't wreck our marriage. Step 2. Oh, wait. Too late. Meanwhile, I'm over here at Walmart buying socks and underwear because I forgot to pack them. Unlike you, I don't have some sugar daddy swiping Amex for me. You never loved me. If you could do this to me. You sure about that? Because I remember loving you enough to almost forgive anything. Almost. Screw it. I'm just going to block her. Leaving her on read isn't enough. I can't keep doing this. So this is how it ends. No big moment, no speech, just tears, yelling, and feeling empty. I guess it's like most divorces. Only this one's mine, and it feels like the end of the damn world. But really, it's just the start. This is going to drag out. I can feel it. I hope I'm wrong. My lawyer says it should move fast with the proof we've got. But fast compared to what? Watching rocks erode? I know I'm all over the place. One second I feel sure. The next I'm wondering if I'd just ruined my life. I didn't fix it. I just moved from warm, gross water to cold, sharp rocks. Is that better? It's like I'm stuck with scars now. And the person who gave them to me was the one I trusted most. I'll never forgive her. Now I have to suck it up and move forward. That's the only way I know. I just wish my mom was here. Update? Bev's husband texted me. Damn, thanks, man. Not sure what to make of it. I'm too tired to care. I told him the truth about Bev. What he does now is on him. Good luck. Then another text came. Oh, this is fake. Fine, block me. Go play Reddit Batman somewhere else. Emily's mom texted me from Emily's phone, asking me to unblock her. I ignored it. Hours later, she asked again and said she wouldn't bring up Emily if I did. I gave in. I unblocked her and texted, I'm alive, not planning to change that. I'll unblock you later so we can talk. But I only want to talk about you or me, not Emily. I need space. I'll reach out when I'm ready. Then Emily texted, just, I'm sorry you're hurt. Didn't feel like much. Plus, with her mom texting me from her phone, I'm guessing she's holed up at her parents' place now. There was nothing for a few hours. Then, check your email. It landed in my spam. Typical. Also, yeah, I'm changing the spelling on purpose when I talk about it here. Just being careful. She's good at searching online, and I don't want her finding any of this. I'm still staying no contact. Lawyer's orders. But I'm going to comment as I read, because honestly, it helps. Consider this free therapy. All right, let's see what Emily's pouring out this time. My name. I keep thinking this can't be real. It can't just be over. How can you shut me out like I was nothing? It's killing me. Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? Welcome to the club. Feels a little different when you're the one left standing outside in the cold. I don't even know how to start this. My head's spinning. I know I don't deserve a response, but please just read this. Please, please don't delete it. I just need you to hear me. I talked to my dad and sister's husband. I told them how I messed up. They called me an idiot, and they're right. I told them I never loved John, only you. And they laughed and said that doesn't matter. I felt so stupid. Congrats, they're not wrong. I know you're done with me. I know I have no right to ask for anything, but don't I at least deserve to explain, to look you in the eyes and tell you how sorry I am? I never stopped loving you. You think you know everything, but you don't. What's left to know, Emily? I saw enough, more than enough. The only mystery here is how you managed to keep a straight face for as long as you did. Yes, I screwed up. I betrayed you. I can't take it back. But it wasn't because I didn't love you. It wasn't what you think. It wasn't about love. It wasn't even about Zex. I was pressured. I felt obligated. Oh, sure. You just tripped and fell into a hotel bed. Repeatedly. For months. Must have been some real complicated peer pressure. John didn't just sweep me off my feet. He forced his way in. He helped with the business. He saved me when I was drowning. He got me meetings, helped with contracts, vendors. You know how bad things were. I convinced myself he was just helping. I thought if I gave in once, he'd stop, but he didn't. And every time I tried to pull away, he'd guilt me, remind me how much he did for me. I hated myself for not ending it sooner. I told myself I had it under control. Tell me, Emily, what do you call it when someone trades Zex for business favors? I'm sure there's a word for that. Then came Christmas, then New Year's. That's when I knew I had to end it. And I did, but by then it was all ruined. I wanted to tell you, I knew you suspected. I just couldn't handle losing you. So I kept pushing it off, hoping somehow it'd fix itself, but it didn't. And now you're gone anyway. Yeah, because that's how it works. Actions, consequences. You ever hear of those? I keep thinking about Charleston. That dumb little bed and breakfast. You hated the coffee, so we hunted down that awful gas station just to find something decent. We sat by the water eating shrimp, laughing like idiots. You did that stupid British voice the whole time, pretending to be my knight, fighting off the seagulls. I loved that day. I also remember you weren't sneaking off to hotel rooms back then. I'm not expecting you to take me back. But are you seriously just going to walk away without even letting me talk to you? Don't I matter enough for at least that? I'll sign whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. Just don't disappear on me. Don't act like I never meant anything to you. Oh, you'll sign whatever? How generous. Smells like bait. I love you so much. I always have. I'm terrified I'll never get the chance to tell you that face to face again. You're right about that last part. I loved you too. I really did. I would have stood by you through anything, except this. So no, Emily, I'm not coming back. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm not playing the part you want me to play anymore. Please, just disappear. I reread my own words, and yeah, I sound cold. Truth is, I'm just worn out. Also, funny, no word about John's card. No word about how the affair wasn't fun anymore. No mention of how she was supposed to be handling me. Feels like trickle truth. Feels like she's leaving out the worst parts. And honestly, a lot of this does sound like the Emily I know. Maybe some of it's real. Maybe she is sorry. But she's cutting out her own choices like they don't count. Like it just happened to her, like she wasn't part of it. I do feel bad if she lost control, sure. But come on, she still chose to sleep with him. She did it because he helped her out. What else do you call that? Sounds a lot like I was right naming him John from the start. Now she's trying to twist it so we're both somehow sufferers. Like I'm supposed to feel bad for her too. That's crap. And the sick part, a piece of me still wants to buy it. To believe she was trapped, pressured, used. But even if she was, she still kept going back to him for almost a year. If I forgive that, what does that make me? Just sign the papers, Emily. Let's end this. You're young. You're gorgeous. No kids. Your business is thriving. You've got a closet full of designer clothes from your sugar daddy. Go enjoy it. Just stay the hell away from me. Update. My friends took me out for a night. I told them I wasn't drinking. They told me they were. Fair enough. The guys were. Jim, my high school buddy, knew both me and Emily, married. Matt, a groom I met back when Emily first started doing weddings. Bob, our single friend. Well, I guess I'm single now too. Matt's story is funny. Years ago, a bride's makeup artist bailed last minute, and Emily stepped in. I carried her gear back then because she wasn't as organized. While Emily worked, I kept Matt calm. We hit it off, stayed friends, and later, Emily and I would double date with him and his wife. Mostly, though, Matt and I just hung out with Jim. Bob was always the odd one out, the single guy. The rest of us lived through his stories. Honestly, you could leave a board game on the table, and Bob would show up. Most of us hung out to play Dungeons and Dragons. Bob was always the dungeon master. We hit a nice steakhouse first. Better than my usual protein shakes, but it was still hard to eat. Jim laughed and said, "Eat your steak, you wuss." I managed. After dinner, I told them most of the story. I left out the heavy details. Not because I don't trust them, I just don't want it circling back to Emily. They were shocked. Angry, too. Matt said, "I heard Emily's really struggling." I stopped him. "I don't want to talk about Emily, not beyond what I said." After dinner, we went to a rough little country bar Bob found. Sticky floors, cheap drinks, the kind of place where you double knot your shoes. They were knocking back beers and shots. I stayed sober. No way I'm letting the booze whisper, "Call Emily, not tonight." My dad warned me days ago, stay off the booze. He also said, if you're not drinking, order bitters and soda. Real men drink that, no mocktails. So I did. The bartender laughed. "All right, Grandpa," and splashed some bitters into club soda. "Thanks, Dad." I actually liked it. Soon enough, I was the only sober guy in the room, watching 3 grown men get drunk and pissed about Emily. They even wanted to call her and yell. I shut that down. "I've got it handled. Silence is the best way to treat a cheater." They agreed. Jim was calling the bartender, bro. Matt was pounding nachos after already crushing a steak. His wife's a pescatarian, so I guess I just helped him cheat on his diet the way Bev helped Emily cheat on me. No shame left. Matt paid for it later. We kept it light, talked about politics, their marriages. Not mine. I wasn't looking for pretty girls. I felt like a guy with third-degree burns. Everyone staring but pretending not to. After closing, I herded them to Jim's minivan. Bob almost bought a homeless guy's dog. I stopped him. Jim's wife would have eliminated me. Matt was groaning, holding his stomach. I grabbed a trash bag from the bar's bathroom. Just in case. I got everyone home. Bob I left draped over his toilet. Matt I handed off to his pregnant wife. I joked, "Guess it's Matt doing the vomiting this time." She tried to bring up Emily. I shut it down. Jim got home and instantly fed his steak to the toilet. His wife hugged me. "How are you holding up?" she asked. "As good as I can be," I said. She told me, "Focus on whatever comes next." That's been the theme lately. I paid for a ride back to the bar, checked their cars, locked them, then drove my own car back to the hotel. Sunday, we played Dungeons and Dragons and code names at Bob's place. Nobody drank. It was actually fun. Monday, I'm back to work. I'll be working from coffee shops or the library. No office visits next week. I'm just going to lay low, get used to the new normal. In a week or two, I'll move into my dad's friend's house and help finish fixing it up. That's going to be home for a while. Right now, we're waiting on the credit card records. Emily hasn't lawyered up yet. Please, default judgment. My lawyer told me John's wife reached out to her. No details yet. Bev and her husband? Nothing. They were always Emily's friends, not mine. I did him a favor. What he does now is his choice. About Emily, As far as I know, she never stayed overnight with John except maybe New Year's. Every other night she was away. She was actually with her parents. I confirmed it. I wasn't even snooping. I just liked talking to my mother-in-law. Last time, Emily got the flu and stayed a few days. I called every day. I don't think she cheated then. Could my MIL have helped her hide it? I doubt it. She's too religious for that. If I'm wrong, it would gut me. I haven't heard much since going no contact. Matt's wife said Emily is struggling. That's all. I hope she gets help. If it gets bad, I can always check the cameras. Looks like she's moved out. I'm guessing she's at her parents' place now. That's a long drive for her, so she's probably taking time off. Update. I haven't gotten my hands on the credit card records yet, but my attorney told me she managed to secure a gag order. Or something close to it. Which means Emily and John won't find out about the subpoena until we're already holding the evidence. I can already picture the meltdown Emily will have when it all comes to light. I'm sure she'll do everything she can to twist the story and avoid looking like some desperate, unhinged woman. I recently sat down with John's wife. Let's just call her Lisa. She wasn't exactly shocked by any of this, but that didn't make it any less painful for her. She confided in me that John had cheated on her before, during her pregnancy with their third child, no less. As we pieced together what had been going on, we noticed how John's involvement with my wife intensified as time went on. We even talked about New Year's Eve. Lisa had taken their kids to Orlando for the holidays. John went along for a bit, but left early. Skipping the actual countdown. Lisa said, "He FaceTimed me right at midnight. No doubt about it. He was standing inside our house." But her gut told her otherwise. She later had someone pull the ring footage from the front door. Sure enough, there was John, pulling up in his car with Emily. He practically dragged her inside. Emily didn't seem thrilled, but she didn't resist either. What puzzled me most was that she drove separately that night. So why was she arriving with him? I half joked with Lisa, saying, well, at least Emily didn't get knocked up by the guy. Lisa quickly replied, not likely. After I caught him cheating the first time, I made sure he got a vasectomy. I even drove him to the clinic myself. No way I was leaving that to chance. Cowboys shooting blanks. Since then, Lisa retained my lawyer as well. Looks like we're unofficially in the same club now. Two people navigating the wreckage together. I joked about us having sleepovers, roasting marshmallows, and gossiping like teenagers just to get through it. Lisa shared more than I expected. She showed me additional messages between John and Emily. John constantly begging for time with her, showering her with compliments, and even telling her he bought a new outfit just for her. The messages showed Emily engaging less and less, cooling off over time, but still, it was enough. I couldn't help but ask, so, were you aware of John's thing for lingerie? Lisa sighed. I could open a boutique with all the stuff I've collected over the years. Despite all the heavy topics, we're mainly just trying to keep each other sane. Lisa asks me questions about Emily, but I don't pry into John's life. I told her flat out, I don't want to know more about him. And honestly, Zex is the last thing on my mind. I don't even think I could stomach the thought of being with someone who's been with John. I resent him more than I'd like to admit. My attorney did warn me to be careful about spending time with Lisa. Since we're both heading for at-fault divorces, even a whisper of us looking too close could be spun against us in court. So I'm sticking to the rules. Always follow your lawyer's advice. I left the hotel and moved into this half-finished Airbnb project. I'm helping with the remodeling, painting, doing some drywall, laying down flooring, and letting contractors in and out. It's exhausting, but a good distraction. The house itself is kind of ridiculous. The kitchen is ultra-modern, like NASA level. The fridge has a built-in tablet that could probably launch rockets, yet the rest of the place is a dump. But the air conditioning works, there's a roof, and the Wi-Fi is solid. I'll take it. I also decided to unblock my mother-in-law. We exchanged some harmless texts, and eventually she asked to meet up, promising Emily wouldn't be there. I agreed, but made it clear that if Emily showed up, I'd walk away and never speak to her again. She promised. She came alone. The moment she saw me, she got teary-eyed and said, "You look so thin." She popped the trunk and unloaded a small grocery store on me. Eggs, meat, homemade soup, cookies, my favorite casserole, fresh produce, all of it. She even threatened, "Start eating or I'll move in and nag you into it." I almost said yes. Being alone sucks more than I expected. We talked some more, and near the end, she got that look. like there was something she desperately wanted to say but knew she shouldn't. She kept circling it until I gave in. I shouldn't have, but I've always had a hard time saying no to emotional people. I always want to be the one to fix it, even if it hurts me. Her loophole was this. She didn't want to talk about Emily. She wanted to talk about us getting back together. I shut it down gently, but firmly. My marriage is over. Even if we somehow got back together, which we won't, it would still be broken. We're not the same people anymore. I explained, Emily wants to reconcile with the version of me who didn't know, but that guy's gone. The person I am now wouldn't be able to trust her. I'd be bitter, constantly suspicious, probably even cruel. It would eat away at both of us until nothing was left. And she'd stop loving me because I'd become someone she couldn't love. I added, she might say she's sorry, but words are cheap. Her actions already told me everything I need to know, and no apology is going to undo that. I told her, I have proof that Emily made her choices willingly. She wasn't coerced, manipulated, or confused. She knew what she was doing. My mother-in-law's eyes practically begged to see it, but I said, you'll see it when my lawyer says it's appropriate. I even told her, there were times when Emily would be with John and then come home and kiss me, without even bothering to rinse her mouth. That one hit her hard. She looked sick. She offered therapy, for me, for Emily, for us. Said she'd pay for it all. She mentioned she'd been reading about reconciliation and that it's possible. I told her, I've read those stories too. The ones that stick out? They end up divorced anyway after more years of pain and kids caught in the middle. Even the so-called success stories, they admit they never fully trusted each other again. I'd either end up broken beyond repair or become the type of husband who lashes out and turns cold. Who wants to live like that? She whispered. I wouldn't. I said, Emily isn't telling you everything. I know for a fact this was a long-term willing affair, not misuse, not manipulation. I added, get her into therapy. Maybe she can fix whatever's inside her that let her do this. She's still young, beautiful, successful. She could easily find someone new and give you grandkids. But it won't be with me, she said quietly. I wish you'd reconsider. I shook my head. I've played out every version of this story. No matter how it ends, I can't move past the betrayal. I told her to either have Emily get a lawyer or sign whatever deal my attorney offers. Honestly, I was hoping she'd just ignore it and I'd get a default judgment. But knowing her family, they'll probably lawyer up and I'll have to endure the full storm. Divorce is hell. And the worst part is, even when it's over, you don't leave unscarred. You just carry the burns. The only silver lining is that we don't have kids. At least there won't be any collateral damage when it's all over. But me, I'll never fully shake this. It'll always be part of me. And the saddest thing is, I think the man I've become, bitter, guarded, cold, would have broken my mom's heart. Maybe it's for the best she never lived to see it.